Hi friends, this is called Pun Piso. Presenting facts. I'm mentally healthy. In other words, I'm an atheist. I can tell between fact and fiction. And I know that the only true God is cock, is the penis that we have. That's the true God that created brains. But anyway, here, some bitches is sending the Christ Psychotic infected imbeciles a rapture, and they don't see it. Which is the hurricane, the Matthew, see, and is going to be in Florida. And Christ Psychotic infected Governor Scott, the imbecile, is telling everybody that to leave. And he says, this storm will kill you. So what's wrong with that? Christians, what is wrong with that? This is a terrible world that you live in. If a storm kills you, that is good, because you have eternal life with somebody Jesus. So why do you have to be such a hypocrite? You know, you believe in life after death, you don't have to worry. So what's wrong with that? It's a rapture. Somebody Jesus will send you a rapture, you seem to ignore it. He sends you fires, he sends you tornadoes, he sends you hurricanes, he sends you tsunamis, he sends you earthquakes, and your people are running. And you flee. Why do you flee? Why don't you go to the center of the hurricane, the center of a fire, the center of an earthquake, and the center of a tornado, and let somebody Jesus take you to heaven by killing your body? In other words, you will be in heaven with somebody Jesus. Why are you such a hypocrite, Christians, Christ Psychotics? Amazing. See? Of course. But you want that. You want the storms to actually rapture you, which means that you're, in other words, they take you away from sin. You are in heaven with somebody Jesus. See? United States, the Christ Psychosis infected nation. Theotarded, ignorant, stupid, the most ignorant people on the planet. Look at, you have Donald Trump running for president. Everybody believes what he says. And the guy's a Christ Psychotic infected imbecile. Ignoramus is imbecile. But people love him. They think he's right. All due to Christ Psychosis. America. So anyway, go get your rapture in Florida. Look, this is wonderful there. Look at this. You have all the ocean there. You have all the rapture centers. Here at the beach, you just go over there. You'll see Jesus coming around in the form of clouds and wind and a surge and everything else, and get rapture. And the stupid piece of garbage, hypocrite, Governor Scott, says this storm will kill you. Well, he's good. He's telling you that he will actually get raptured by killing you. Because, you know, that's the way you go to see zombie Jesus.
Please stay safe. Keep listening for alerts. There may be tornadoes that come in, and your radar cell phone will give you important messages. If you're in Brevard County or north of Brevard County and in an evacuation zone, you still have time to leave. Get out. There's no reason to take it. There's no reason to take a chance.
This Governor Scott, he is a Christ Psychotic. Now, all these people are Christ Psychotics. You go to church, they brainwash them with this crap of God and things like that. And they believe in the rapture. You know, Jesus is coming back and take him to heaven. They believe in life after death. So why are they worried? Somebody, Jesus is the one creating all these hurricanes, right? So, well, he's sending them a rapture. He's going to kill them. They're going to be with somebody Jesus for all eternity. What are they worrying about, their families and everybody? Just, they should go to churches. Stay there. You know, all here with the rapture of the hurricane Matthew is coming. It's so simple. Just wait for it. And pray. Getting all the churches there. And wait for the surge to come in. The surge. 6, 7 feet, 11 feet of water coming around and drowning them. Well, that is a rapture. In the moment that they're drowning, it's like being baptized with water from this ocean created by zombie Jesus, by God. So why are these hypocrites, these Christ Psychotic infected hypocrites, worry about this storm, about this hurricane coming? I mean, it's zombie Jesus there. So why are they so hypocritical? Why don't they go over there themselves instead of the Christians? Only the mentally healthy atheists, they are scientists they created the science to predict all these hurricanes, to save people's lives, create a better life with all this mechanical technology and all that created by atheists, mentally healthy people that don't believe in resurrecting zombies that say we blood and all this religious crap, which is nothing but an HIV of the brain. Religion is a mental illness, HIV of the brain. So these people that infect the brain of children in churches, keeping them stagnated, keeping them theotarded with all this anti-science nonsense and garbage, well, put your faith where your mouth is. Put your faith where the mouth is. Pray to imaginary friends, zombie Jesus, to send angels to move the clouds away, but then let some Jesus come in and rapture them all. In other words, taking them to zombie heaven to enjoy life after death. You know, we mentally healthy atheists know that life after death is nothing but bacteria and viruses eating their remains, because we're nothing but primates. We're evolved mutated primates. But since these idiots believe in a zombie Jesus and believe in God and crap like that, well, put your faith where your mouth is. Pray. Pray to see if zombie Jesus will save you. Enjoy a rapture. He sent you, zombie Jesus send you a rapture to drown you, to remove your sinful body and take your soul to heaven for eternity to enjoy him. So, take everybody over there. Don't leave Florida. Coward, piece of garbage. Infected with Christ Psychotics. Governor Scott was an imbecile. He's a demented, stupid imbecile. Doesn't believe in climate change. This is all done by us, evolved mutated primates. Population explosion. Believing in a zombie Jesus and say we blood, anti-science piece of garbage. And that's the problem in this Christ Psychosis infected nation. This is called Pun Piso.
Be something that's going to go down in the history books. I hope everyone got out of the way.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. We're going to be checking back in with you. This storm right now,
Yeah, the rapture is there. Enjoy the rapture. See, this is what the rapture is happening right here. See all that, all in Florida, all the Christ Psychotics right here in the, yeah, they'll be killed, lots of them. Don't flee, stay there, get rapture. Hi friends, this is Kapun Piso. Today is today's October the 6th, 2016. And of course, Matthew is coming. It's going to be another rapture for the Christ Psychotics. It's attacking Florida. Well, I said the same thing. Just call me Prophet Kalpun Piso. I say the same thing May 23rd of 2011. For all these tornadoes in Joplin. You have to watch my video. Psychotic moron. This is the problem in this country.
You've not been found, Judge.
Religious psychosis. What an imbecile.
This looks horrific.
By the grace of God, he's allowed to survive. Look at he just said that.
We just asked that the viewers would be praying for those that have been hurt much worse than us and those that have been lost.
Look at this moron. Praying. Imbecile. Remember, this is 2011. May 2011. This piece of garbage, Christianity infected imbecile, they're talking about zombie Jesus. Look at this.
One most know the past, understand it with science and a mentally healthy brain, an atheist, to be able to understand the present and possibly predict the future.
Things are getting worse, my friends.
And it's all thanks to religious psychosis, the illness, the cancer of the brain that is starting with our evolution. We come down from trees, and nobody seems to see it. Religious beliefs are a mental illness. Began we come down from the trees. It's within us to actually define, invent the gods and all that. And with it, we have a big, huge price to pay. The only way we can be able to survive these problems is if the United Nations define all religious beliefs as a form of neurological disorder, and no one that believes in God and crap like that in this 21st century will be able to hold office. Only scientists, intellectuals, mentally healthy people are able to teach children and to control the different countries, to be members of senates and Congress in all the countries in the world, all of them.
You're right, Capun Piso 2011. This is Capun Piso 2016. Isn't it amazing? I can predict the future. I can see what's going on. And we're in trouble, friends. We'll become extinct. All the churches should be closed down. And I continue.
That will be the only way we'll be able to save humanity. Otherwise, we will go extinct. And these tornadoes and these catastrophes are not the only ones that are going to happen. We have a danger of Cumbre Vieja and the Arcadia. The Cumbre Vieja is the volcano in the Azores that it possibly will come down. It'll be the next disaster. There's a bunch of little factors that all blend together and all of a sudden form a big, huge catastrophe. And it will be a huge tidal wave that originated in the Azores. You think the Japan tsunami was bad? It will flood all the coast of the United States. 50 feet, 100 feet. Miami will be underwater. Mark my words, that's a prediction.
Use your head. Connect the dots. And the only time you can predict is by knowing the past, and knowing science, and being mentally healthy. In other words, an atheist, and being an intellectual, an educated person that know there is no God. The only true God is the penis of that we males have. And the one that created our brains, which is the penis of our fathers when it spits DNA, semen into our mother's egg. So this is what we must realize. And I'm just telling you, this is May, this is October 6, 2016.
And then the fault line, the San Andreas fault on the Pacific
Another
coast. One. In Christianity. That's what I'm angry about.
Yeah.
Telling everybody not to use condoms and reproduce and having more people in the planet, fucking up the planet.
Yep, that's right.
Destroying forests and all that. If we had science, none of this would have happened. Because people would have been protected. The earth wouldn't be scourged and destroyed like it is now. Destroying because of the ignorance. Go ahead and reproduce and believe in God and crap like that using fossil fuels. Part of evolution that proves it.
Exactly.
So this is the problem. That's what I'm angry about.
And we are evolved mutated primates. We're crazy apes. We're freaks of nature, full of viruses, bacteria. The key to our salvation is to realize that we are crazy apes. We are freaks of nature. As long as we realize that, we're okay. Because if you start believing in gods and imaginary friends like that, then you're sick. As long as we realize that, we're fine. It's like an actor. You're getting into becoming something that you're not in an act, in a play, like being Batman or Superman or anything like that, and then you're enjoying all the fantasies of the movie, of the act, and you're an actor. But then if you get out of the stage and you still believe in what you're doing and your character, then you're sick. You're schizophrenic. You're no different than a religious person that believes in resurrecting somebody that's saved with blood.
I'm not making fun of these people. I'm completely disgusted at the belief that still in this 21st century we believe in God and resurrecting zombies and sin and prophets that fly around and angels and demons, and anytime there is a disaster, the pieces of shit, don't go ahead and tell everybody to pray.
That's right.
No! If you believe in God, you should be able to rejoice about these people dying.
That's right.
Fucking assholes.
Exactly.
That's what pisses me off. And that's what I'm angry. I'm angry at religion, psychosis, which is a mental illness. That's what I'm angry about.
Well said. Well said. And as you can see.
And we haven't seen something like this. Clearly in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like this. But, more than 10 feet of storm surge. On top of that, the waves on top of that, 140 mile an hour winds. I called up 3,500 members of my National Guard, which is over 50% of the ones available.
That's due to climate change.
You do still
But this piece of garbage imbecile Christian doesn't believe. Because an anti-science piece of garbage, he shouldn't be governor. He should be in the mental hospital. That's what happens. This stupid piece of garbage imbecile. Republican, of course.
Stay safe. How do we keep them alive?
Dumbass.
We have shelters open around the state.
Well, thank you, Capun Piso 2011. You're completely correct. And this is Capun Piso 2016. And I want to put this in YouTube so to warn people about the dangerous HIV of the brain, the cancer of the brain that nobody seems to see, which is God belief. Religious. The dangerous cancer, the virus, the HIV of the brain, the schizophrenia, temporal epilepsy, bipolar, depression, and mania, and all that roll into one, making people stupid that believe in God, that resurrect and save with blood. So it is the truth. Enjoy the truth, friends. Pace Diorum. If you're a Christian, go rapture yourself. Go to Florida, you won't have that much time. The water is going to baptize you and take you to heaven, kill you and kill your pets, destroy your homes, and you'll rejoice because you don't need homes, you don't need anything. You'll be with somebody Jesus for eternity. Pace Diorum.